So, okay, I'm making this video because I actually don't even have time to text right now, and it's just easier to do it this way, and also because I know we live on like opposite sides of the world, kind of. Like, I know it's probably the middle of the night for you, I think. So, I can't really call you right now. But, so I want to give you some quick 3 pointers that I would love to share with you. Some things that I've personally used myself, and they have actually helped with the organization and development in my page, and I'm more than happy to share them with you. And given they're not promising to work, of course, but they are things that I've used and that I've known others to use, and it has worked for them. So I'm so more than happy to share it with you. So one of the things is your albums. If you go to Simple Reminders, or if you go to some other pages such as Holly Kellum's page or Sarah Capehart's page, and you look at their albums, or even Anthony Gucciardi, the pages that are doing successful, look at their albums and you will see that they have their pictures, their photos organized, and for an example, based on how many shares their posters get. So if you even go to my page, you will see that I have a 500 plus album. So every photo that has 500 shares or more goes in that album. And then I have another album that has 1,000 shares and more, 1K, or 100K, I don't know the numbers. But if you go and you organize your photos in that way, this is super helpful, because once you start sharing bigger pages that have maybe 20,000 likes or more, if you share them, and let's say they want to share you back, they're going to actually come to your page looking for a poster to share. Now, they're not going to want to take the time, not because you're not important, just because they probably are really busy. They're probably not going to want to sort through all your photos trying to find a decent page, or excuse me, a decent poster. They're going to want to be able to go to your page, go to your albums, and boom, this one is a good poster, and this one's going to get a lot of action. And I know it because it's in the 500 plus shares album. So they're going to want to pick one. And that's what I do. When I go to share somebody's poster, I'm going to go to their albums and find a poster that I know already gets a lot of attention and gets a lot of shares. So if I go to a page and there's no albums, I'm kind of like, what a pain in the butt. Now I gotta try to find a good poster, and it just takes up my time. So you can actually make your page more effective and more easy and enjoyable for people to want to share, because you're already having it organized and set out for them. So that's one tip on how to make your page more easy for people to want to share you, and more organized in general. And it also helps bring awareness to you, to allow you to see what posters you're making are really getting shared. And then you can kind of start to see patterns when you're organizing your albums. Like, oh, I get a lot of 500 shares, or I get a lot of posters that have the most shares when I use posters that are, maybe for an example, no picture in the background. It's just a plain picture, or like a plain light blue, or like a plain color in the background, and those ones get shared the most. And then you'll be able to realize that, because now you're reflecting on what posters get shared the most, simply by organizing and creating albums. So I'll do another video for you about what kind of text, font, pictures that I've used that helped me and my posters be successful. Bye, Mandy.